Hi, this is Jared from Mulbury. Today what I'm going to show you is how black and white images look in our beautiful Aussie hardwood reclaimed timber frames. Now these frames have aged gracefully under the hands and feet of the Aussie worker. I'm going to show you some corner samples soon as well, how these black and white images fit into our frames. We've got grey frames, we've got natural Victorian ash frames, we have oiled Victorian ash frames, there's chocolate waxes, there's a variety of finishes that we do. Okay, so what we have here is an A3 image, and what I want to do is show you what it's going to look like with our reclaimed Aussie hardwood timber. So this is a slim and it's a natural, and if you put it on there, that's what it's going to look like in a natural frame. So let me just throw a couple of other styles of frames that we have. This is a chocolate wax. This is a lot darker, and what a darker frame does really is house the whole image, and it gives it a boundary. Okay, so it just doesn't blend out from there. So that sometimes a darker frame is good because then the eye will capture the image first, and then they'll see the frame and the presentation. And here is an oiled, let me move that out of the way. There's an oiled frame with another image. So that's what that's going to look like. And these are all slim. Okay, so now if you want to go to the originals, these are 4 centimeters wide, and that's what that'll look like. It just makes it a little bit thicker, and you know, it so that you can enjoy looking at the frame. It's got historical grain in it. It's just beautiful. That's in the, and here's a grey, which it's got a lot of character, as you can see. If you want character, just let us know, and we can do that for you. Beautiful, and that is basically. Now here's another one, which is the oil one. It's when you put the oil, it just gives it a different color. You might want to match your floorboards with that. It could be any furniture fittings that are similar color. What we're going to do is introduce a border surround, like a mat board. So you put that on there. Oh, there you go. And we're using in this instance we're using a slim grey. And that's what that's going to look like. With a mat board, what it does is gives it a bit of depth and lets the artwork breathe a little bit, separates it from the frame, creates a little bit of harmony between the frame and the artwork, and the presentation is just that little bit different. So there you go. That's what it looks like with a simple, slim grey recycled Aussie hardwood timber. Now let me put another one on there, another frame. And this is a slim, but it's a natural. It's like a mountain ash kind of look. So that's what that does. Again, you're going to get a bit of character with holes and everything in there, but that's just part of the charm of what we do. Okay, and let me get one more. This one is an oiled, original oil, which is about 4 centimeters. This is getting away from me here a little bit. Is a 4 centimeter oiled Victorian ash hardwood timber frame. Recycled again, it's got character. Now that's with a off-white mat board. Now let me just change it up a little bit and put a black mat on there. Some people might look at it and say, yeah, I want a black mat, because the black mat does give it a boundary, and here's what the same thing looks like with a black mat. There you go. That's what it looks like. So can you see now the image jumps out a little bit, and the viewer will just look straight at the image first and then see the presentation of the beautiful frame, the recycled hardwood frame that surrounds it. Let me try that again with the original. Okay, so so that now it creates a bit of a contrast. You've got light, you've got dark, you've got light. And sometimes that is really essential to get attention, and it creates a talking piece in your home or office. Okay, so now I'll put, on top of that, I'll put a grey. me get that straight here, and there's your grey frame, okay? So grey frames, it's just as nature has come. We don't do anything to it as it comes. Again, it's got a lot of character, but it picks up the grey on the image. But again, the black gives it a boundary, and the grey completes it. You know, it's got this rich patina. It's aged gracefully under the hands and feet of the Aussie worker. It's just beautiful timber. All these timbers are between around about 40 to 65 years old, been out in the weather for that long. That's how durable these are.